Next weekend, you can get a good meal and help a great cause at the Chili Super Bowl and Brisket Cook-Off. Here with us now is John Early. Thank you for joining us today.
Anytime. Thank you for having me.
So, almost 40 years you guys have been doing this, 38.
Almost 40 years. This is number 38. Yes,
and
ma'am.
so let's talk about the history behind this event and where it kind of got started at.
Okay, it actually got started with a group of guys that wanted to raise money for a great cause, and they picked the Ben Ritchie Boys Ranch 38 years ago. Gary McCall, I'm going to forget most of the names now that you put me on the spot with it. Anyway, there was a bunch of guys that got together and said, we want to do a benefit. So they started a cook-off. And that little cook-off that they started has grown into what we do now, which is awesome.
A huge two-day event.
Yes, ma'am.
And first of all, let's tell people what the Ben Ritchie Boys Ranch is and what they do.
Okay, the Ben Ritchie Boys Ranch, they kind of take in troubled youth before they get into doing really bad stuff, maybe getting in more trouble than they need to. The parents are kind of having a handful with them. A lot of them come from different types of homes, I guess. But they bring those kids in and they kind of nurture them and try to get them to grow into respectful members of society.
And so they really do a lot of great work here in our community, helping our youth out. So this is a big fundraiser for them. About how much money do you guys raise every year at this cook-off?
It varies. We've raised everywhere from about $90,000 to about $50,000.
Okay.
In the last 38 years, though, we've raised almost $2 million for them.
And let's talk about all that goes on into this. You have a lot of volunteers that come out. First of all, let's talk about that chili and the sheriff's office and how they help you guys out.
The HEB World's Largest Chili Pot. The Taylor County Sheriff's Officers Association is the group that heads that up for us. And it's because as a cook-off, we can't run that thing in the cook-off too. There's a ton of work involved, 2 full days of cooking chili, 1,300 pounds of ground meat, tons of spices, hundreds of gallons of tomato sauce. It's an awesome deal, and they do a great job with it.
And let's talk about the cook-off portion too. What all are they going to be cooking out there?
The cook-off portion, the cooking teams will do chicken, ribs, chili, brisket, beans, dessert, and what we call the chef's choice. The chef's choice is anything that they want to cook and turn in, so it's usually their best dishes.
And you're doing something a little bit different this year. You're not making people pay to get in. Obviously, you're asking for donations, but they don't need tickets anymore.
Yes, no ma'am. It used to be $4 a person at the gate. We're not charging at the gate this year. So everyone's welcome to come out, have a great time. We're not charging them to come in. We're still accepting donations. We are benefits, so we'd like donations. You can still buy People's Choice tickets. They're $1/4 a piece. That's pretty easy. There's raffles going on for different items. A brand new 2019 Dodge truck from Star Dodge. They help us out a ton with that. There's a kids' place for kids to have fun and games and stuff like that. Napa actually sponsors one of the cooking teams out there, and they make homemade ice cream. So there's tons of different flavors of homemade ice cream that you can pick up, and all that's for a donation as well, or People's Choice tickets if you have those.
And so this is at the Old Settlers Reunion Grounds at Buffalo Gap.
Yes, ma'am.
2 days, so kind of the same thing both days, or is there something going on different?
There's a dance on Saturday night.
Okay.
Morgan Rutherford's band's going to be playing for us. We're not charging admittance for the dance either. Once again, donations will be accepted. But you can come out and listen to her play for free. It's going to be a lot of fun. We call it Dance Under the Stars because the top of the dance floor is pretty open. You can see all the stars out there in Buffalo Gap. It's beautiful.
And then the chili, you just go and get you a bowl. You can pay for that?
You can. The chili, they sell on site by the bowl, by the Frito pie, by the chili dog, however you want to do that. They also sell it by the quart. So you can buy the quarts there on site. If they have leftover chili, they'll be at HEB on Monday morning selling the leftover chili. So we try to get all of it sold because we don't want to have to take it home with us.
All right, and this is on the 31st, correct?
That starts the 31st. It'll also be Sunday the 1st.
All right, well, we appreciate you coming on. Look forward to that yummy chili. If you want to come out for the cook-off, it will be at the Old Settlers Reunion Grounds in Buffalo Gap on August 31st and September 1st. For more information, you can call us 675-8412 or search for Chili's Super Bowl on Facebook.